Hey everyone. I'm RJ. Today we're going to be playing a game called Falling For, and I'm gonna say this completely wrong because I don't actually know the language that it comes from, but I believe it's called Yaoguais. Um, as I said, it's Korean. It's an otome that was just released in April of this year, and it looks pretty neat. I picked it up and I know nothing about it except for I think they are uh, kind of like minor deities sort of deal, like Japan's yokai, which are kind of like monsters slash god things. It's really hard to explain in English because we don't have exactly the same sort of separation. You are, Neko. That's what you're doing today. If you're hanging out while at work, um, we're gonna have some fun. But I did. I totally forgot that I was I was streaming and I was trying to mess with things. And the problem is that I didn't have it in studio mode. See, in studio mode, I can have one screen up and start fixing another screen. And no. I hope I'm not stuttering. That'd be really shitty. My thing doesn't say I'm dropping many frames. Unfortunately says I am dropping some. You know what? I wonder if it's this ground control thing. I'm gonna turn this off. See if that helps. Because like Steam Elements was all like our Stream Elements that is was all like, "Hey, we got this cool thing." But since I started it, apparently everything's been shit. But now I don't have a chat. Because I took the chat off. It's fine, it's fine. I can fix this. Chat. Scum. Yeah, because I don't use the Discord thing. Um, so so Scum's gonna be alone. um, yeah, I got nothing else. That's really it. That's the whole thing. That's the bit is that we're gonna be playing an Otome game, and oh, I picked it up because there was an Otome festival on Steam not too long ago, and this was one of the games that was on there. Scum's now whining about being lonely. Okay, perfect. uh, so you know what? Let's just head on over to the streaming because it was already there doing the stuff. And here we go. This is the music for it. My desktop audio says that it's a good volume for you guys, so let's hope that's the case. It was super fucking loud for me, which is one of the reasons I was adjusting things. As you can see, boot boot. I literally haven't done anything, so I was in the configuration. Oh, I guess it's Chinese, not Korean. Whoops! Okay, guys, it's Chinese. which means I still might not have said Yaoguais right. Yaoguais, I think. Um, so the first thing I always do is adjust my configurations because almost always everything is super loud. Okay, okay. Let's turn it up a little. Actually, let's turn it down for me, but turn it up here. Is that good? Pretty close, pretty close. Okay. Okay, what about there? But yeah, I got this cute little box. See, I got my little VTuber camera box thing, and boxes, lots of boxes. I like boxes. So it is a... It looks like it's pretty much a basic visual novel made with Renpi or Renpai. I'm not sure how that's pronounced. And these are some of our love interests. So, oh no! There is no happy medium. Okay, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, okay. Well, I turned the desktop audio back down again, so it should... Yeah, okay. Hi, Smoot. Don't know who you are, but yes, it's an RJ stream. Welcome. Of course, chat is. Oh my god! Okay, I'm looking at my frame rates and stuff, and I think Stream Elements' stupid thing is what's causing all the issues, because things are looking better right now, and I'm gonna tell this fucker to disappear forever, because I don't like it. I don't have an uninstall button on this. I'm so used to using the phone where I can just hold it and be like, uninstall this bitch. You know what? I'll do it later. Yeah, it has. Honestly, I've been gone for over a year now, and I just had my... See, it worked! Look, the bunny ears worked! Okay, I'm gonna move my model down a little so you can get the bunny ears. And the mustache. Okay, perfect, perfect. We're doing good, we're doing good. See, I told you I set them up. Yeah, smooth. You have a lot more. Like, what, did you add a new one for each new streamer you followed? Like, all the people that you end up loving? Holy shit, that is loud. Yeah, we turned that down. So, yeah, this is the first time I've played this game, and honestly, I know a lot of people here don't know how I tend to pick out my games or play my games, but what I do is I find a game that looks interesting or sounds interesting, read a little bit about it, you know, the basic stuff you see on the store. This one's on Steam, so you can go take a look yourself. Sometimes I'll take a look at reviews, but they don't influence me a whole lot. Actually, sometimes negative reviews influence me more, so it's not always like if it's rated high, I'm going to be picking it up. And oh no! all the enemies you've made. No. Um, and then, yeah, my bunny ears work. I love these ears. And, then I dump all the info. Like, once I decide I'm buying something, I buy it and then dump all the info. I honestly don't even remember buying this game, but I have it, so clearly I bought it. Also, thank you, Mina, for the redeems, and I'm glad they're working, finally. That took some effort. I also found out that my face does not hold a mustache very well, as you can see. It's so funny. So let's get started, I guess, where you and I both know absolutely nothing about this game except for it's an otome, and it's about Chinese kind of yokai spirits, sort of demigods or something. I don't know. Let's start. Let's get into it. Oh, I have to pick a name. I am filling out a resume. In the name field, I write. I don't know, she's real pretty. I don't think RJ should be in there. Like, honestly. She's so much more pretty than I am. So, um, chat, what name should I use? And I know that there's a huge delay, so I'm just gonna sit here quietly, you know, make that extreme eye contact. We're gonna get intimate here, okay? No, I'm not gonna Smoot. Okay, you both are banned for making names. No. Hold on. I am moving around. There we go. There we go. Much better. Yeah, apparently my wife likes you. An OC? Okay, you know what? That's fair. That's fair. Honestly, that's fair. Um, so, but this is Chinese. What are some Chinese names? You know, I honestly don't know. I know a lot of Japanese. Mina. I know a lot of Japanese names, because I play a lot of Japanese otome, of course. But I really don't know a whole lot. Wait, what was that girl's name? So I played this other Chinese otome, called something my liege, Vow to My Liege, and there was a woman in it whose name was Shaolin. No, that's not right. What was her name? She was awesome though. Yue? Okay, I like Yue. Is that how you say it in Chinese? Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, so we're just gonna do Yue. Yeah. And just so you know, cool. Hey there, I graduated with a degree in entertainment management. By the way, this is supposed to have Chinese voice acting, so I'm very excited to see what that's about. I mean, like I said, I played another Chinese otome that had Chinese voice acting too. It's actually a really good game. Not my type of game though. Like, it was interesting, but it was very epic. Like world-saving sort of dealio. Yui? Did I Yui? Okay. Ah, Smoot. Well, I'm so glad you're here, and I'm back. And honestly, Una has changed their name to Oli, and Oli is starting up Sweet and Spicy again. Oh, that is funny. Mina, that is really funny. So what I was gonna say is the screen for me is probably as big on your screen as it is on mine. It's very tiny. And if I full screen it, unfortunately, thanks for the redeem. And if I full screen it, unfortunately, it changes everything in the OBS layout, so we're not doing that. Also, the bunny ears and the mustache are supposed to fall off when they're done. And apparently my light thinks my eyes are closed quite often. So we might get a stream with no eyeballs. Neko, you know what? That's funny. So Sokka is the only normal person in Avatar: The Last Airbender, a cartoon. Yeah, a cartoon, which you could also call an anime, but it's American made, so it's, you know, depending on your definition of anime. Either way. He's cool. He's my favorite. So, hey there. I graduated with a degree in entertainment management. You know, my childhood dream was always to work at an amusement park. Ah, Neko. If it was me talking about it, probably, but Mina is way more mainstream than I am. She doesn't honestly play a lot of otome. Apparently we all love Sokka. Does that sound too fake? Will the interviewer actually believe me? Apparently I can talk in sweat drops. That's right, you applied for the marketing planning position at the amusement park and came here for the interview. At this moment, you're standing outside the entrance, practicing your lines, looking like you're talking to yourself, because, you know, in fact you are. Suddenly realizing how weird that might seem, you quickly glance around, worried that someone might see you. Nope. I already did that. I already glanced around. Everybody already saw me. No, don't do that. Don't do that, OBS. No, we good. We're gonna keep it like this. Okay. If I scare the kids, that wouldn't be good. That's very true. Weird, even on a weekday, there should be at least a few visitors around, right? I mean, it depends on how big this amusement park is. So I've been to the big ones. It did work. Look at that. Sorry, I'm just amazed. VTube Studios added a bunch of cool things in while I wasn't streaming, and besides the fact that I can get things to pop up with redeems, I can also make them disappear after a set amount of time, and they both worked exactly like they were supposed to. By the way, why is nobody hitting my first button? Does nobody want to be first today? I know that's a redeem, and it's only 1 point. Fine, I'll be first on my own channel. Oh, okay. Yeah, so, it's just a fun little thing. It just, you get first, and only one person can redeem it. Yeah, so I've got a lot of really cool redeems if you wanna... No, there's no second button. If you wanna look through them, most of them are labeled pretty clearly, like costume or sound. But first is literally first. You just spend 1 point to say, hey, I was here first. Which Scum was the first one to say something, but now you know, Scum. I got a cool little button just because it's like a hit of dopamine. Like, look at me! I know, you're right. Actually, I can set up. Thanks. Perfect for what I'm talking about right now. I can set up a counter for how often someone gets first, and maybe I should do that. But I'm gonna do it not this stream because now people know I have a first button. So get your firsts. Mina, it doesn't count. So what I was saying is that I've been to a lot of the big amusement parks in the United States because that's where I used to live, and there's always a lot of people, sure, but like this doesn't look like a big one, and big ones even on weekdays aren't all that. I'm sorry, small ones even on weekdays aren't all that full, but I guess we're applying for a huge park or something. That's when you start noticing something off about the park, but then another thought crosses your mind. Oh, okay, something weird's going on. Maybe that's why they're hiring a marketing specialist. It actually feels like I have a good chance of getting the job. Yay! Oh, you guys can't see anything. What am I going to do about this? Okay, bear with me as I move these things around. Very messily, okay? Like in several different this is gonna be fun. Okay. So first we're gonna move my box. What? Yeah, I'd rather you guys not be able to read what's going on. Oh, actually, I can just move the game box too. I'm gonna move you. Oh, yeah, I gotta move the background. Ah! Not what I wanted. Okay, game background. Not game background. You guys are seeing the real work going on here, behind the scenes. Right, so I've moved the camera box, and now I need to move my... Oh, that's both. Camera box background. Whoop! Look at that. Look at that. Look how great that is, right? Right? There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah! Yeah! This rocks. We're doing good. We're doing good here. Anyways, this is us. We're very cute. And I like her so far. And she's very, like, ready to rock this thing. Yeah, that just lets you know how perfect it is being moved, because I went whoop. So now you get to see me and you and us, and yeah, she's very cute. You look up at the park sign, still feeling a bit uneasy. But seriously, a park called Land of Delight? Is that a bit lame? It feels like it could close down at any moment. You know, that is kind of a weird name. Even if I get the job, I might be out of work soon after. Ooh, yeah. Okay, I was talking about her being all bright and sunshiny and optimistic and like, yeah, I'm ready to tackle this project. And now she's kind of like, okay, but there's nobody here and the name sounds lame. So I'm just gonna have to find a new job soon. Hey, Oli! Yeah, I got my redeems working. So, um, that's cool. And I got the clown nose on because Mina has decided to redeem everything, and this. Yep, yep. Hey V, I got them all working now, and they auto turn on and off as they're supposed to. So yeah, so have fun. I just rearranged my screen for everybody on screen, and we just started, for those who just joined us, we just started this game called Falling for Yaoguais. Yaoguais. It's a Chinese otome game. See, I got my bunny ears. And, there we go. It's a Chinese otome game. I got to name the main character, who actually has a sprite, and it's interesting, and I believe that it's fully voice acted. In Chinese, of course, but still, really cool stuff. Thank you for the redeem, by the way. As you talk to yourself, you check the time and realize the interview is about to start. We are applying to be like a market manager for this amusement park that has nobody in it, and we think the name is lame. But apparently it's been our job to work in entertainment marketing. No, I'm serious, she did say that. She was like, okay, ad break. You know what? You're right. Theme parks do show up quite a bit. I wonder why that is. Like, I don't know exactly, and I think it might be maybe because they're more accessible, whereas in the United States, first off, most theme parks are not within easy driving distance of most people. Like, you might have a couple in your state at the most. And, yeah, I can fix him the amusement park. So, I don't know if Western VNs tend to hit on the same topic as theme parks, but on top of the fact that they're not easily accessible by like distance and transportation, they're also super expensive. You pay a lot of money to get into most theme parks in the US, and I don't know what that price is like in other countries, but in the US you're like looking at like $100 per person, and it's a little ridiculous if you ask me. So yeah, but there are a lot in visual novels, like constantly. I guess they're good date spots or something, which I don't think so, but my autistic ass would get overstimulated within a matter of minutes. I hear that going to the movies is a bad dating experience, at least, you know, early on, and yet that's like my ideal date. Ah, okay, Neko. Thank you. Theme parks in Japan are a date spot in Japan. I don't think that's the case for other countries. Good. Oli, yeah, unpopular opinion, but I don't like amusement parks. Now, okay, I do like them. I find them fun and interesting and all that stuff, but like, I gotta have the mindset, you know, like, I'm ready to be completely overwhelmed 24/7. You know what? Actually, I don't get motion sick from roller coasters. I get motion sick only from the ones that fastly spin. And then you have to deal with the inertia from that. Oh no! It's already so late. I need to hurry. In a panic, you start to rush into the park, but suddenly a man steps in front of you, causing you to bump into him. I think it's funny that there's this trope in otome specifically, which might be in other games, but I haven't played too many non-otome, where you end up running into... Actually, it's not common in boy love, Where you run into every prospect love interest, like literally run into them, like one right after the other in the intro. V. Oh no, Neko, is it really a date if someone doesn't overpay for your food? Okay, well, I don't know when the last time you went to, a cinema is, but theaters are expensive too. I'm like, I would like to eat as much popcorn as can sit in my, normal size stomach. Sure, I don't mind paying $20 for that. It's just fucking popcorn. Really, it's like a fourth of a cup of unpopped seeds ends up being that huge fucking bucket that they want you to pay $20 for. So so you can overpay for food at a theater. Ooh, play games, win prizes. Ouch! Who's there? Oh, he looks grumpy. I like him. You lifted your head and found yourself facing a tall and muscular, handsome man who appeared quite serious. Okay, so I don't know how the localization is on this, but I think that the previous "who's there" kind of shows that it's not necessarily localized too well. But it doesn't look machine translated right now. V, look, you're speaking my language, but also that's not something we should be advertising. The best date is a walk that tells you if they want to kill you or not. By you living to the end or not. Of course, they, put the just joking modifier on it, but still. Why is he so pale? Okay, yeah, he actually might be a vampire. They're all supposed to... He is really pale. He's more pale than I am. In China, can vampires go out in the light? Genius way to vet dates. Miss, may I ask for your ticket? Are you the ticket guy? Probably not. Suit Man, that's his name now. Suit Man. Hello. I'm gonna say this wrong, and Neko's gonna be like, it's one syllable, and I'm like, yes, I am trying. You? And I'm here for a job interview. I shouldn't need to buy a ticket, right? Job interview? That's not possible. We're not hiring. Oh. Really, scum? You snuck Chinese food into a theater? That's bold. But I clearly received an interview invitation from the amusement park. How can you say there are no job openings? The man scrutinized you with a skeptical look, clearly not believing you. Okay, yeah. Do you also smuggle it in like pretending you have a sleeping infant with you? I know people who do that. Take like a baby carrier and put everything in there. And then have one of the covers so that it covers the baby so nobody looks, because nobody checks that sort of stuff. Suit Man says, are you trying? Maybe we don't have voice acting. It said it on the menu. What's that mean? Yeah, that's what I've heard people do. normally I wear lots of cargo wear. So like I love cargo jeans and jackets and things like that. So I always have those big huge pockets that I can fit, you know, like at least 2 cans of soda, which I can't have anymore. So like, you know, it doesn't matter. Maybe it is. I don't know. It did have option for volume for voice acting. So like, and I didn't touch that one. So I assume that it was voice acted. Are you trying to avoid buying a ticket and sneak in for some fun? Dude, nothing is running. There's nobody here. Do you think people are actually trying to sneak in? You might also be old enough that they just, you know, trust you for whatever reason. Hold on, I'm gonna adjust one more time. Sorry, since I had to adjust the camera box and everything, I just realized my model's a little too high. There we go. Yeah, exactly. That's what we're here for. We're making up an excuse about being invited to work here. Because clearly, normal people do that. I've already told you I'm here for an interview, not to play. Never mind. I don't want to talk to you anymore. I want to speak to your manager. I should have named her Karen, right? I am the CEO. What's he doing at the park? I'm just curious, like... What? Wait, what? Hold on, Scum, what? What is going on? What happened? Oh, did I cut out? I didn't even know I disappeared, guys. My drop frame says it's only 1%, so I don't think it's me this time. Yeah, less than 1%, so... Oops! Okay. Well, then I will go back a little. So we say, I've already told you, I'm here for an interview, not to play. Never mind, I don't want to talk to you anymore anyways. I want to speak to your manager. Oh yeah, I do have the disconnect protection thing going on. So Neko is right. And Suitman says, I am the CEO. And I said, what are you doing at the park, man? Like, this is not a place for CEOs to hang out. You're the CEO? He stared at the man for a moment, then finally spoke. I want to talk to your dad then. Oh, we got options already. Wow, okay. What? I don't like any of these options. Like, I don't want to play the whole, hey, maybe I know who you are bit. But I do think I should ask him why he didn't know there was an interview, because I believe my character in saying that we got an invitation for the interview. And clearly this guy doesn't know what the fuck's going on. It's his fault, not mine. That suit says CEO, Neko. That's why he's so pale. Because he's a CEO, right? Okay, so we're gonna go with number 2. That's what we're gonna do. I got a ringing sound. I don't know if that's good or not. It's perfectly normal for me not to know. Exactly, so shut the fuck up, dude. Oh, V, you so mean right now. Yeah, do you even know what's going on at your park? Maybe that's why it's failing. What do you mean? Because there isn't an interview at all. What? There is an interview. I'm here for the interview. Miss, I have something urgent to attend to, so I can't waste time here with you. Okay, then I guess I'm sneaking in for the park stuff. Okay, whatever. You checked the time and realized you were running late for the interview. You gave the man a stern glare. Fine, I'll consider this ticket and then... No! We're buying the fucking ticket, guys. Guys. No. Okay. I'm determined to get this job here and make back this money twofold. Only twofold, guys. We have been scammed. We have to buy a ticket to our own interview. And we're only looking to get twice that in return. Masses to oppress. Neko. CEOs can't be concerned about every little employee. They have yachts to buy and masses to oppress. Wait, this sounds like a... You know what? It does. It does. Is this where I get lured into a shady alley? I mean, it is an empty amusement park. After buying the ticket, why is he selling the ticket? Like, I thought he had places to be. He's gonna sell us a ticket. After buying the ticket, you stormed into the Land of Delight amusement park. We think the name's lame, by the way. The man watched your departing figure, a hint of doubt flashing across his face. Okay. Apparently we're not supposed to like... Ah! Neko! No! You were right! I just said... What is... Why? I honestly didn't expect... I didn't expect to be right about the... about the alleyway. Oh, okay. This is too funny. Okay. You followed the directions to the interview location, only to find that it was... So, V, we not only got scammed into buying a ticket to our own interview, we've bought a ticket to whatever this is. Will we make back our ticket price? Why would they schedule an interview in a haunted house? Are they testing my courage or something? The lighting here was dim, and you felt a sense of unease, unable to help but find reasons to reassure yourself. Right. Amusement park offices are usually discreet. Oh, come on. The interview is in a haunted house because they don't want people to know that this is the office for the amusement park. I'm getting behind that. No. And haunted houses are places where visitors won't just wander into. Oh, come on. Okay, you know what? She does have a very small point here. What's more terrifying than ledger books and taxes? But where is the office exactly? As you looked around searching for the entrance to the office, a strange voice came from behind you. Excuse me, are you here for an interview? Oh, you hear the voice and finally breathe a sigh of relief. You quickly turned around to greet the person. Yes, I'm here for the interview. My name is Yui. I got that closer to one syllable, I think. Debt notices on the walls. Wow, you scared me. It's a fucking bird! Due to the dim lighting, you could only vaguely see a blurry shadow. It looked like an employee wearing a bird costume. You were momentarily taken aback and couldn't help but blurt out, "Wow! You came to an interview without even changing out of your costume. Is the amusement park really that busy?" Guys, these are all the things you should not say to a potential employer. Oh. I like how we just speak our mind, like everything just comes right out, just word vomit. There's a reason she's looking for a new job, Neko. Uh, good job, V. Yes. Take notes. First you want to insult the CEO, then you want to pay to go to your interview. And when it looks shady and you're uneasy about it, you just power through that, okay? And if the interviewer looks suspicious at all, you just assume that it's a costume. And you exclaim that there's no way the park's this busy. Ah, okay. Mina, that's interesting to know. So she says, if I remember correctly, Yaoguais are like awakened animals that gain humanoid form? It's not a firm memory, something something. Uh, I don't know how to say that. Bully CEO, insult. It's Jean-Hua. Games and novels. Jean-Ji? I don't know Chinese, guys, and I barely know Japanese. Upon hearing your words, the shadow let out eerie laughter. Shansha. Okay. Ah, okay, thank you, Neko. Yaoguais are a blanket term for supernatural creatures, so not necessarily humanoid. Okay, that actually explains a lot. That's kind of what I remembered about the game, is that it was something dealing with, like, spirits. But not necessarily spirits, like ghosts, but yeah. I am not hee-heeing, okay guys? I am not. Wild boar. Looks like we've got a live one. What? Okay. At that moment, another blurry shadow appeared next to the Birdman, appearing to be a person dressed in a beastly costume. This is Wild Boar. Okay, apparently that's his name. Got it. Don't worry, guys, I can't see that either. Yeah, Ghost Bird, the boss's plan worked. What? You guys, we have been scammed. Okay. You guys continue to talk about things I'm not involved in, so I don't have to try to pronounce those things. I know it's Wusha, like I know that, but I'm sure there's going to be a lot more terms that I'm not familiar with. What plan? Are Ghostbird and Wild Boar your disguises as Yaoguais? Oh, supernatural beings. There we go. Okay. You stared at the shadowy figures in front of you and couldn't resist the urge to reach out and touch the ghost bird's beak. Wow, we're getting like really personal right off the bat. Your costumes are incredibly realistic. Hey, can I touch your bird beak, senior? Hold on. What is it? What is it in Chinese when you're calling somebody older than you? Because I know in Japanese, obviously, it's senpai, and and sorry, I'm laughing at V being all like girl. um, I know, yeah, in Japanese it's senpai, and in Korean, if I hear the term again, I know what that is, but I don't know what it is in Chinese. But that's basically what I'm assuming is happening here. Ghost Bird suddenly opened its beak, trying to bite your hand. You quickly pulled your hand back. Yeah, that's what I would do too. If somebody tried to touch me, I'd be like, yeah, like Big Brother. How would I say that actually in Chinese? Dagi? Or is it dage? Or maybe neither. Thank you, by the way, Neko. Thanks, Mina. I'm learning lots of new stuff. This is so... cool. Okay. This is super interesting. Thank you, chat. You guys are all super cool. Like, seriously, I love learning new things, and languages are very interesting to me. Well, I mean, same with culture and most social things. I'm a big sociologist. Sociologists. No, but seriously, like, this is fun for me, learning all this stuff, and just from playing games and interacting with the people around them. Yeah, I mean, I know. You examined the painful area and found that Ghost Bird's beak had left a bloody mark on your hand. Oh, he actually got us. I'm bleeding? Human blood smells so good. I haven't eaten a person in ages. Let me just have one of your hands first. V, I think we found your guy. He wants to eat us. Like, eat us, eat us. Hold on. The boss said no snacking. It's all in caps now. Right. I almost forgot. I can't afford to anger the boss. And that's all in lowercase. I love it. I think we're seeing a difference in their personalities and dynamic here. While you held your hand to the wound, you listened to Ghost Bird and Wild Boar converse. So I had said that I don't know who localized this. I really don't know much about the game in general, but there are some things that I am noticing already that I find interesting, and I'm not sure if a native English speaker localized it. It's not like they're bad or anything, and a lot of them are more personal choices, like the point where the MC said senior, as in, somebody who is older than me, and or I am uh, further down, the hierarchy, social hierarchy then. So like senior is just kind of a weird word to have chosen for English speakers, which is why I said maybe it wasn't done by a native English speaker, because that's the point of localization. It's not a direct translating. And yeah, Neko is agrees, and the phrasing is odd. So translating is, exactly what it sounds like. You take what it says, and usually you somehow get it to say the same thing in a different language. And oftentimes this doesn't work out very well. Localization is taking that then and making it apply to the target audience, the audience you are localizing for. So, like I said, for English speakers, nobody here calls somebody a senior. Which tells me that either the translator is not a native English speaker, or they were trying to keep parts of the culture in here without using foreign words, and that never localizes well. A lot of people in otome especially have issues with Japan's big brother and big sister ways they, refer to people. Um, because in English, we don't call strangers or even people who are close to us big brother or big sister. And so English speakers tend to not understand that while those are titles of respect rather than, or to show how close and personal you are, English speakers go, oh, you see them as an actual sibling. And it's like, nope, that's not how it works. Which is why localization is really, really important for companies and games and anything else to put time, money, and effort into. V says, in my experience, Chinese translators tend to try to keep the terms the same. And that's interesting. I don't read a lot of Chinese things. There aren't a lot of available Chinese otome. I've played a few, but that's even fewer than the Korean otome I've played, and of course, fewer than the Japanese otome I've played. I also play original English language visual novels, also otome. Sometimes they're now under the label Amare. That's a long story we're not going to get into right now, but I don't have a whole lot of experience with Chinese, so I'm not sure exactly how they normally do it. It's just some of the phrasing is a little off as a native English speaker myself, and so I have to wonder if somebody who is fluent in English had translated this, but not a native English speaker. Because it definitely does not look machine translated. But I guess we'll see the further in we go. You guys, are you really Yaoguais, supernatural beings? Is this a job scam? Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Who is the boss? All in capitals. We're gonna ask about the job scam because that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, come on, guys. Come on, this is a little. Yes, but see, the most interesting thing though about calling them Western dating sims is sometimes they're not even Western. They're just original English language dating sims. Um, because we get people actually from Southeast Asia who make OELVNs, dating sims and things like that. Like Talents, the recent otome that literally just came out like a week ago, is not a Western dating sim because they're from, I can't remember where, but somewhere in Southeast Asia. But they decided to go with English for their release. And of course, there's all sorts of different, like people and developers all over the place who do things like that. It's really neat. I love otome and romance games, so I'm big into all this sort of stuff, which is why all the payment processor things have been very stressful. Did you lure me here to kidnap me? Oh, to sell me off. Hey, we think we're gonna be sold into slavery. Guess Ichio is removing this game. Oh, sorry, that's a bad joke. I was just looking at all the guidelines, and one of them is trafficking. Although it does say sex trafficking, so I wonder if they'd make an exception here. Implied, even. We did deceive you indeed. Aw, wild boar, at least you're honest. But we're not going to sell you. Okay, ghost bird, got it. We're going to feast on you together with the boss. Yeah, can I pass? While Ghostbird and Wild Boar answered your questions, you suddenly asked them loudly. Okay. See you soon, Neko. Is this person behind you your boss? Is the person behind you your boss? Ghostbird and Wild Boar quickly turned around to look, and you took the opportunity to turn and run. Yeah, Yui! Good job! She totally was like, hey guys, is that him? Go get snacks, scum. Nobody's there. Where's the boss? I don't... Can you guys hear the footsteps? Maybe I need to turn the sound part up. Darn it, we've been tricked! Get her! While running, you reached into your bag and pulled out something, then threw it towards them. Do we have fucking ninja stars? Oh. Okay. Not as cool, but smart thinking. Although this is a talisman for good fortune at work, it must have the blessings of the gods, right? Okay. You heard a loud thunk, followed by the sound of Wild Boar behind you, expressing confusion. Yeah, all the phrasing's a bit weird to be native English speaker who localized it, but it's not bad, and I think, honestly, I can understand a lot worse translations, even machine translations, so I'm not unhappy with the way it's translated. It's just sometimes it sounds funny to my American brain. It was thrown at me and dropped on the ground. It didn't work. Don't pick it up. If we delay any longer, the boss will get impatient. Right. Ooh. Cool music. You felt a rush of wind, and it seemed like they were closing in on you at inhuman speed, because they're not humans. As you're about to be caught by them. Cool. Suddenly, someone pulled you behind him. Oh, it's the CEO! It is. I wonder if he's the boss. Does that mean he's here to eat you? Yes, actually, V. Apparently they're all gonna feast on us. You caught a quick glimpse. The person was the handsome man you had encountered at the entrance of the amusement park. I like how we describe him as the handsome man, rather than the asshole in a suit. Don't be afraid. I will protect you. Okay. Asshole in a suit is good for something. Okay, but what is that, Mina? What is that word, and what does it mean? Oh! Guys, we got the first CG starting here. V wants to see the boss. After the man spoke, several giant vines suddenly shot out from beside him, swiftly piercing towards Ghostbird and Wild Boar. This is cool. They no time to react, they have no time to react, and the giant vines directly pierced through their bodies. Man, this dude's like murdering people. Oh, that's why we didn't get like actual sprites for these guys, because they're placeholders for baddies that are going to be killed right at the beginning and nobody cares about. And they're probably going to tie into whoever is the big conflict for this entire game, where we get to date the CEO, and the boss is the one who is trying to undermine the CEO. Okay, okay. Oh right, the hopping vampires. Okay, he looks kind of cool. I'm cool with him now. They let out shrill cries, then roared as if in accusation. We did nothing wrong. It's only natural for Yaoguais. I love how they put supernatural beings after every time. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. Like the first couple of times I was like, right, to remind us what it is, but no, every time, it's there every time. To eat humans. Guys, this is predator-prey dynamics. They're just doing what they're born to do. The fact that you can kill us today only proves that you are stronger, not that you are right. Sure. The man did not refute them. He simply looked at them and said calmly, I know. Okay. Ghost bird and wild boar roared loudly, causing the entire space to tremble. In the end, they vanished without a trace, as if they had never existed. You watched everything happening before your eyes in shock and couldn't help but blurt out, if I'm not dreaming. And there really are Yaoguais in this world. Because he bit you, and they wanted to feast on you? Well, don't worry, I'm sure we'll get feasted on at some point. I'm betting there's like a bad end or two where the baddies get to eat us. You're not dreaming. Did you just... I eliminated them. So you are also a Yaoguai? The man looked at you, didn't reply, but simply nodded silently. They did have a very Tweedledee Tweedledum dynamic, you're right. But like almost all baddies who get featured in the beginning of a game have that sort of dynamic. There's always two of them, and always one reminds the other what they're supposed to be doing, so that we get them, you know, unreasonably monologuing and revealing the dark plan, because otherwise we're just sitting there not knowing what's going on. It's comforting we'll be devoured at some point. You followed the man into his office, not uttering a word, your mind filled with countless thoughts. Even though he saved me, but regardless, he's still a Yaoguai. It's not safe here. I need to find an opportunity to slip away. You glanced around, searching for an excuse to leave, when suddenly, You didn't want to give the man a chance to speak and interrupted him directly. Your office is really spacious. You're the CEO of the amusement park, right? By the way, thank you so much for saving my life. If I ever get a chance, I'll definitely repay you. I wonder if the bad guy is gonna pick up that charm that we saw at the very beginning, you know, that she just dropped. And I think that's going to connect us and the whole story together, being all like, I've been tracking you by scent from this charm or something. I don't know. And about what happened today, I promise I won't tell anyone. You can trust me. If there's nothing else, I'll take my leave now. Once you finished speaking, you turned around to leave. Wait a moment. The man's voice carried a sense of authority, and you involuntarily halted in your tracks. What's the matter? I'm not only the CEO of the Land of Delight, but also the CEO of the internationally renowned company Roha Group by Romu. Okay, guys, I'm trying. Sorry, my nose itched. I'm trying, okay? If I'm saying these very wrong, I deeply apologize. There's no sound for it. Oh. So what? You don't know about Roha Group? Should I? Roha Group specializes in developing advanced environmental protection technologies. It is dedicated to initiatives such as forest renovation and water purification. Thank you, V. That means a lot to me. Thank you. My true identity is Sacred White. Shidong, tree deity. Ba Romu is my human identity. By Romu. Okay, so he's a tree deity, and that's why he's super white, because he is Sacred White, tree deity. Why are you telling me all this? That's how I would be. I'd just be like, okay, and can I go? I just thought that before we discuss cooperation, you should get to know me a little better. Yeah, I'll get to know you in some ways. V wants you to eat them. Cooperation? Didn't you say you wanted to repay me? Mina. Well, he hasn't revealed his plans. He just revealed who he is. Which is also done before killing you. But also done before lots of other things, including the things I'm into. You can repay me now. Now? You want me to Yes! Okay, I'm not even looking at the rest of these. I can't. I have to. I have to say the first one, guys, okay? I have to. You know, this is me here. This is me. I'm thirsty all the time. You want me to repay you with my body. Look at that smirk, too. That smirk right over the choices. Like, this is the right choice. Good. Now I'm glad we got that out of the way. He's back to grumpy looking, which I like better. I have no interest in your body at all. Harlot. Where did your mind go? I was asking if you also want to eat me. I'm a tree, not a whore. No. You know what? I need to screen cap this and have him just being like, I'm a tree, not a whore. That's it. That's what we're doing today for the thumbnail for the recording is I'm a tree, not a whore. Okay, hold on. Let me look. How do I do this? I'm gonna do like this, and then I'm gonna do it like perfect. I got it. Okay. Response, I'm a meal, not a whore. You know, you're right, Mina. Not every kind of Yaoguai eats humans. Really? To get back to the point, based on today's situation, we can conclude that there are Yaoguais planning to deceive humans into coming to the Land of Delight under the guise of an interview and then eat them. I mean, I'm glad you caught all that. From what they said, I should be the first human they've deceived. Okay. I didn't get that from what they said, but... Oh, because that one guy said it's been a while since he's eaten humans or tasted human blood. So, yeah, no, that makes sense. She's super smart, guys. I do like that. She may have absolutely no sense of danger, or at least constantly ignores her own suspicious beliefs, but she's very good at putting things together, like her being the first human they've deceived because the other guy hasn't tasted human blood in a long time. So, like, I didn't even put that together. She's a quick thinker. I like her. I like her a lot. Sorry. And they mentioned something about the boss. So there's likely a mastermind behind all of this. Thank you. Yeah. Exactly. So I must stop their plan before they actually eat anyone. But all the Yaoguais here are currently under suspicion. Oh! Is this like a supernatural jail? And I need an outsider Yaoguai to infiltrate the amusement park and help me investigate who the mastermind is. MP, can we get a refund for that ticket? No, apparently that was the deposit for him saving us. If we hadn't have bought the ticket, he would have never saved us. We did not die, but the bird bit us, and I don't remember when you left, but then we ran away from the bird, and Mr. CEO here was all like, don't worry, I'll save you. And he did some viney powers and impaled the dudes, and they died. And then there was this epic moment where the bad guys were like, just because you killed us doesn't mean you're right. And he's like, I know. Anyways, he's apparently a tree. And that's the thumbnail, is I'm not a whore, I'm a tree. Or I'm a tree, not a whore. Because we got to answer with, you want me to repay you with my body? Yeah, he's a tree spirit, I guess. That is what it said. He said. Not yet, because apparently, even though I said, do you want me to repay you with my body, and I was thinking, you know, those thoughts, MC was all like, I meant as a meal, like the other guys who wanted to eat me. He's not interested in our body, apparently. If he's your type, then we are a tree-hugging whore. I see. If this Yaoguai is actually a human in disguise and almost got eaten by them, wouldn't that make you even more trustworthy? Ah. Philosophy professors foaming at the mouth to discuss this game. Well, that's the audience I'm, aiming for. So we're good. We're good. We're right on target, guys. I didn't expect you to be so clever. You know what? I liked it better when you were frowning, because then you were actually, like, not cute and also an asshole. As long as he's nice, he's fine for me. Mina, well, there you go. He's not nice. And then Mina laughs just like this, like, ah, ha, 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 ah, eh. Your philosophy professor had you debate if it was moral to fuck trees. Oh, interesting. Do we want to get in on this? Cause I have some thoughts. I think that trees are not considered sentient beings, and because of that, they don't need to have consent. So they don't. I mean, it's moral to fuck trees if you want to fuck trees. Would. It would possibly be moral. Wait, you should spell it moral like mushrooms. Oh, you did. No, you didn't. Yeah, you should spell it moral like mushrooms. That is interesting, V. I didn't know that. I didn't know you could get high off dirt. Yes, there we go. It would possibly be moral. I nearly lost my life just now, and you want me to jump into another risky situation? I'm not exactly certain what he's asking us, because he says he needs somebody to infiltrate the Yaoguais to get to know who the big bad boss is, but, like, they clearly already have tried to lure me in to eat me, so wouldn't they just fucking eat me? And on top of that, I'm clearly not a Yaoguai as he's looking for. Okay. What's the difference? There's two, sapient and sentient, right? And I know there's a difference between those two words, but I just can't remember what it is right now, and I've never taken a philosophy class. So this is not my wheelhouse. If it weren't for saving you, I wouldn't have killed important witnesses in haste. I mean, that's fair, but you could also just not have killed them. Like, would it really have been so hard? I mean, people have been fucking trees for 5,000 years, like... I mean, is it still a tree if it's no longer living? So it's all my fault then. Don't worry, I'll ensure your safety. Yeah, how are you gonna do that? As long as you help me find the boss they mentioned, you can leave here. Guy, this sounds like entrapment or something. I don't think that's the right word, but it sounds like my choice is either, this is coercion. That's what it is. It's coercion. Basically, I'm told I either help or I'm stuck here forever. Necrotrelia. And I'll publicly announce that you are my special assistant. I'm sorry, I'm what? During this time, you'll be paid a high salary and your accommodations will be taken care of. Yeah, because I'm not allowed to leave, right? You won't let us leave. Leaf. Sorry, but how much is the high salary you mentioned? Oh, girl interested in money. I can get behind her. Do I look like the type of person who can be bought? Yeah. Bai Romu took a calculator from his drawer and typed a row of numbers on it. You widen your eyes in surprise. Why do they do that? I mean, like, I know they do it because, like, saying it is a little, like... So, I guess it's kind of also for dramatic effect, but, like, why a calculator? Why punch a bunch of numbers in a calculator? Yeah. Our ticket refund. I hope we made at least twofold. Our eyes widened in surprise because it was only half the price of the ticket. So much. Look, it's just dollar signs. When you leave, I'll give you a bonus. Are you satisfied with this arrangement? I mean, time to live on the wild side, I guess, and possibly get eaten by monsters. Will you ensure my safety? I guarantee it. Excuse me. You thought for a moment, and then walked up to Bai Romu, extending your hand as if to shake hands with him. I know. I have to stop every time and put those sounds into my mouth. Only money and eaten by monsters. Oh yes, and we are also Mr. Tree's special assistant, so whatever that means. Alright, here's to a successful partnership. Here's to a successful partnership. You shook hands with Bai Romu, and although you feel a bit nervous, but there was a reassuring... See, this is what I'm talking about the phrasing being strange. And although you feel a bit nervous, but there was a reassuring strength in his palm that put you somewhat at ease. Like, it just doesn't flow right for native English speakers. Neither of those sentences work together, especially with the way they broke it up. Which I've noticed a lot in Japanese, and I know Japanese was originally mirrored off of Chinese. I know they end a lot of sentences with a but because they're leaving basically the phrase that I'm gonna say more, so give me a second. Bai Ramu released your hand and looked you up and down, wearing a contemplative expression. That looks like a sassy expression. Okay, there's contemplative. Okay, well, I'm fine with that. Since you are human, you should disguise yourself as Sister Lin Toy. Chen Shon... Oh... Okay, let's try this again. Chen Shaoning, or... Ah! Ah! Our name's right there! If we get to choose a name, I'm choosing that one. Guys, look at that. Our name. Yu Li. The kind of tragic female ghost who encounter heartless men and end up dying with grievances. What? Wait, hang on, dude. You want us to pretend to be one of these ghosts who die because of heartless men. Goals, right? No, we haven't died. No, we haven't died, scum. No. But we're human, and we're going to try to infiltrate a bunch of Yaoguais, which are supernatural beings. And because we're human, we have to disguise ourselves as one of these types of ghosts, which are tragic female ghosts who encounter heartless men and end up dying. So he wants us to pretend like we died, so that we don't die. I also would be a woman for that cause, especially since we happen to have the same name. It's so cool. Wait, not for that cause. For this cause. Does that make sense? This. Sounds really ominous. That's what I'm gonna put that because like she seems superstitious, like super superstitious. So the fact that he's saying, "Hey, you should pretend to be one of these women who are going to die heartbroken," kind of sounds like he's given us a prediction here. Does it? Super superstitious. This story is wackadoodle so far, and I do kind of like it. Like at first I was like, but it's interesting. It's fun. Could I end up dying with grievances here? Thank you. See, we know what's what. She knows what's what. Don't worry. If you become a female ghost, the Land of Delight can accommodate you. But wait, didn't you say thank you for the redeem? I'm pretty sure he said that everybody who's here in the park is under suspicion. So I don't want to live here. You don't remember the magnificent mustache, do you? That's why I got the French RJ. Yeah. Yeah! You also have one. Oh, when are you gonna come back to streaming? I'm sorry, that might be a too soon question. But, somebody mentioned, and bunny ears. Let me, drop myself down a little so that, oops! No! Fuck. We're just Guys, I broke the mustache. Oh no. Okay, you know what? There. It's not on right. I'm crying. Oh my god. Okay, I was just trying to move myself down a little so you can see the bunny ears fully, but now I got this mustache that is just, oh my god. You know what, V? You're right. This is the best disguise. Nobody's gonna suspect anything. Especially with the mustache all like, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, fuck. Oh my god, okay. We're getting back to it. We're getting back to it, okay? I can't even look at myself, okay? Yeah. Thanks V for getting me into character. It's a great character. I'm trying so hard to open my eyes while I'm laughing. So yeah, apparently he's saying if you die here, you can stay here forever. Do you comfort people like this? You don't have to be like those famous female ghosts. Just set yourself up simply. Alright. Every time I look at this freaking mustache. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can. Well, now it's crooked. Yes, same. Every time it's off a little, I there now it's at least better. Thank you, and I apologize, guys, for sitting here and laughing for so long. But oh my god, this is so good. So welcome to an RJ stream. This is the type of stuff that I deal with and live for. So, uh, bye, bye, Romu took out a bracelet and handed it to you. A piece of translucent amber was set on it. Okay. It's his tree sap, which which has so many implications. I'm betting you it's his tree sap, cause this dude's a tree, and like he he gave us his tree sap. This bracelet carries my power, Chi. I wonder how. Not only can it conceal your human scent, but it also allows me to know your whereabouts at any time. Guys, it's a fucking bracelet. You know what's gonna happen, right? It's gonna fall off or break at some point, and then all the baddies are gonna be like, hey, I smell a human. You reached out and took the amber bracelet, trying to put it on yourself, but you couldn't seem to fasten the clasp. Yeah, he can. He can track us. Why can't I fasten it? Bai Romu walked up to you and reached out to fasten the bracelet for you. There you go. Thank you. What, you're not going to answer us? You're welcome. Okay, apparently we're just not going to find out why we can't fasten it. Yeah, apparently. Apparently, I need a big, strong man to put a bracelet on me. He was only as close as he wanted to be for that moment because he took a step back, increasing the distance between you. Remember, all the staff in this amusement park are Yaoguais, and you are the only human here. Yeah, okay. So your identity must never be revealed, and you absolutely must not take off this bracelet. Understand? Well, we couldn't put it back on, which is going to be a plot point in the future because we couldn't fasten it in the first place. So they're going to be like, hey, remember at the beginning where we didn't explain why you couldn't fasten the bracelet? Well, here you are. Remember, you couldn't fasten the bracelet, and now everybody knows you're human. It's a little too telegraphing for me. I mean, like, it's a wild story. It's kind of interesting, and I would very much like to know what these supernatural beings are like, because I think that's fascinating. Yeah, exactly. See, you're right. Both of you guys, everybody's on the same page here. We all know that the bracelet's gonna come off at some point and she can't put it back on. Got it! This is when we go, yeah, but I couldn't put it on in the first place, so maybe we can fix that. At this moment, the door swung open and a beautiful woman walked into the office. I wonder if she's grieved. Oh, she is pretty. Nice redeem. Thank you. Boss, are you there? I heard noises in the office. Noises. The woman noticed you in the office, causing her to pause for a moment in mild surprise. Oh, and who is this young lady? Yeah. I don't think she is also a tree. I at least not the same kind of tree because her eyes are blue, so she evokes wind for me. That's what I think she is. A lovely lady. By do I have to say his full name every single time? I have a very hard time doing that. Okay, I'm gonna shorten it because I'm super personal. I'm ready to take his sap and, get get all up in his wood or something, okay? uh, Bai, upon seeing a woman, gave you a subtle glance as a hint and then walked to the space between you. You, this is White Deer. She is my secretary. Okay, so she's a deer. Okay. White Deer, Yui, is a female ghost seeking refuge in the land of delight. I mean, Smoot, that's pretty much what I said. That's why I'm getting personal. I'm dropping all formalities here. He is just Bai from now on because because he gave me his sap already. From today on, she'll be my special assistant. Yeah. Thanks for the redeem. He really is. I'm assuming that's what the amber looking jewel is because they didn't say it was amber and tree sap is amber. So they were referencing it as in the color. um, and then he's like, it has my power in it. So what do you think it is? Come on. Thanks for the redeem. I am his special assistant. Special assistant? Boss, why do you need a special assistant? Oh, oh, she's asking those questions already? Man, guys, this is not good. Zhao Bai. I call him Little Whitey. Oh, wait, hang on, hang on. I probably shouldn't say that in English. uh, hmm. Hmm. Also, that redeem is exactly what's on the label. The label says moan, and it's in fact a moan. I know, Fee. Uh, oh, is that what bi means? Is white? Oh. Does that mean his name, I already forgot what his name is. The second part to it that I was always like, oh, okay. So the other part is probably like tree then, right? Which makes sense because mori in Japanese is forest, and I know Chinese and Japanese are not the same. I am well aware of that, but they do have some similar kanji and some similar sounds. So, like, his name's not far off from Japanese for forest. So, interesting. Did I not do a good job as your secretary? Oh, oh, this is awkward. It's not about your performance. Oh, okay, no, that's not Mori at all. I forgot what it was. Bai didn't know how to explain and turned to look at you, clearly expecting you to continue the conversation. What the fuck? You're the CEO! You're the one who said I had to stay here. What the fuck? Why is this mine? Why? Why am I stuck with this? No, no, that's not how this works. You, Mr. Big Strong Man that can fasten my bracelet, you answer your secretary's questions. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's very cool. Thank you, V. Um, actually, I asked Mr. Bai to let me be his assistant. Because I used to be a special assistant in my past life. I forgot we're ghosts. We're a ghost. We wanted to be a special assistant because we were a special assistant. Oh no. Uh-huh. That's right! Later, she was framed by the boss and died in the office. Wronged. Guys, this is so crazy. Okay, I love it. I'm 100% on board now. I'm on board with being the special assistant with this fucking train wreck of a man. Like, it's like, this is how things are gonna go. But I have no answers for anybody about it or how to explain it. So instead, you come up with it. And I'll make it work. So, yes. He's a himbo, guys. Yeah. Not only did I face workplace bullying, but the boss also falsely accused me, and I ended up dying wrongfully in the office. Guys, I love this. No, this is so good. This is so good. Oh my god, I am in love with this. Okay, guys. She's clever. And he was like, I didn't expect you to be so clever. And I was like, I didn't expect you to be an asshole. but here we are. It's not that he's an asshole. He's just made of wood, I guess, or whatever tree spirits are made out of. She has been waiting her whole life for this performance. Died in the office? How did you die? Well... died from overwork. Overwork? That's a little... I see. You must be what humans call a corporate slave. Pretty much, yeah. You guys got it right. It's being a corporate slave, you know. It's tragic. Yes, I was a corporate slave. Oh, I died from overwork. Uh-huh. MC's so awesome. White Deer walked up to you, warmly shaking your hand, and you felt a rush of warmth in your heart. No matter what happened in the past, it's all in the past. Now, stay in the land of delight, and let's live a good life together. So now imagine if White Deer here is the boss. He'll give us fun one, you guys. Keep it up! You know what? Actually, there is a way for me to give points to everyone. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll be like, tonight's a good night. You guys all deserve points for all of your thorny comebacks and cute one-liners. I would hope, Smoot, I would hope he will always leave me satisfied. Because if not, he's barking up the wrong tree. I don't, you know, just pollinate for anyone. Boss, the CEO of Shanghai Construction, Chen Chenghung, is here to see you again. Since you haven't left yet, do you want to see him? Didn't I already refuse him? I'll go and make things clear with him now. Bai quickly walked towards the door, but then suddenly stopped and turned to give you some instructions. Before I figure out the job description for the special assistant, you better stay in the office and not wander around or act recklessly! Sorry, I just had to. I had to. You know, so we could get that whole cold-hearted man thing going on. Fine. I got it. I love him, Smoot. Also, I remember you now, Smoot. Your name used to be Purple, which is probably why it's throwing me off. And you only had 3 O's in your name. We do want to meet another LI. Do you think they're just gonna wander in here? Because, like, seriously, I know there's multiple. After Bai finished speaking, he left with White Deer, leaving you alone in the office. Seems like not all Yaoguais are as scary as Ghostbird and Wild Boar. White Deer is quite beautiful. Oh, don't fall for it, girl. Don't fall for it, okay? The pretty ones, you can trust them the least because they know they're pretty. How do I explain this? Yes, the O's definitely threw me, but also, I don't know. You've always been purple, and because you changed it, now you're now somebody else. They were actually, Smoot. They were. They really were. What helped me remember you? And she has this ethereal quality, like a fairy. And Bai looks good. Oh, and that Bai looks good. Oh, we are talking about how handsome he is again. Got it. Wait a minute. Are they a couple? You chuckled with a mischievous smile and began to wander around the office. As you roamed around, you eventually found yourself sitting on the couch, lost in thought. Time passed, and you weren't sure how long it had been. This is so boring. Do you even know? Oh, that is trippy. Wow. Sorry, I'm looking at the... Right. I have to remember that being very pale skin is beauty. And so these are the most beautiful people I have ever seen. I guess those don't show up because I don't have them. Oh, so I've got this screen thing where the emotes usually bounce or pop up on the screen, but none of those do, and I think it's because I don't have access granted to whatever database they're on, which is funny because, like, obviously I can see the emotes, but they don't bounce on the screen because they're not being read as the emotes. Interesting. Okay. Bai is being so cruel, making me stay here. Does he want me to die of boredom or something? No, overwork. Yeah, I wonder, because I was pretty sure I had those, the widget downloaded, not that it's, maybe it's because it's not activated. I don't know. You looked the amber bracelet, so you looked at the amber bracelet and examined it closely. White Deer didn't seem to notice that I'm a human just now. Since this bracelet is so useful, I guess it's okay for me to go out for a bit, right? See, this is kind of what shocks me about her. She seems to have, like, I don't know, so when she was in a dangerous situation, she was quick-witted and, you know, actually has a sense of self-preservation, which is good, you know, normal people should. Um, and outside of that situation, she's really clever, and she's great at collecting information with very limited, uh, you know, info, resources, things like that. But but both when she was going to the appointment and was all like, yes, an office, an interview in a haunted house, yes, this is normal. Like, I was like, come on, this is not normal and this is not common sense and all that sort of stuff. You know, especially since it kept saying, you feel uneasy. So clearly we know she feels uneasy, so she should not be making these excuses for an interview. However, then she says things like this, or like the interview itself, where she was just like, okay, cool, we're just gonna, you know, go along with this stuff that we feel uncomfortable about. Here she's like, yeah, I don't want to stay in the office, so I'm gonna go walk around, but not because I'm doing it uh, to be spiteful or anything like that, or because I genuinely cannot stop my curiosity. She just really needed a job, okay? But instead, because she seems, again, to dismiss any sense of danger. Because a few times she has been like, aren't they gonna eat me? Like what if something happens? But now she's like, I've never had a dangerous thought in my head, ever. I am not worried at all about becoming a ghost. All of that conversation was pointless. Boredom is worse than danger. Got it. Okay. You immediately jumped up from the couch and walked out of the office with a cheerful heart. Now, don't get me wrong, I understand when the plot needs to advance and that this is the narrator's way of getting us to, uh, you know, move the story along. So I'm not complaining necessarily about... Oh, ad break. Well, I'm gonna talk still. So I'm not necessarily complaining about how they're moving the plot along, just that it doesn't feel like it's in character for the character, because if she is, like, she has gut feelings and she has a sense of danger, like, understands that and all that stuff, but yet in order to advance the plot, we have to just conveniently forget those things only to be brought back up later. It's inconsistent in character, and I don't know if that's a translation or localization thing or a writing thing, or maybe the writer just is not skilled in how to implement those things and keep the plot moving without, you know, using a plot device, which there's not even a plot device here. I mean, the bracelet is, it's going to be a plot device, but both these interview and this, there's no reason for MC to be doing what she does except they're making the MC do it. Eh. I'd be interested to know if this developer has other games and how well they were received. Smart until plot decides otherwise is common in all otomes I've played. Not the same. Usually our MC is very not smart, and I am not upset about not smart people. I am fine with stupid MCs. I really am. Especially ones that are driven on instinct or impulse, because, you know, I kind of relate. But, like, consistency is more the thing I'm worried about, or that I find annoying, because if they're smart, then they're smart. And that's when writers use other devices besides MC suddenly not smart to get into situations. Now, sure, I've had smart MCs do things like completely ignore their stuff, which is what I'm kind of talking about, that this characterization is not one I really enjoy because it feels inconsistent with the character in general. Like, like I'd almost rather her not be clever and not be smart and just kind of fumble her way through everything. And you know, like I'd be okay with that because at least it's consistent. You walked out of the office building seeing small groups of staff members passing in front of you. Yeah. The love interests are almost always smarter, which was kind of why it was refreshing to have Bai be so dumb. He's so dumb. It's like I kind of feel like being a tree spirit, like he's old and ancient, and he's like, I have once heard of somebody doing this thing, so I would like to try it. And here we are, trying it. But I never put the thought into the rest because every time I read a story about it or see it on, you know, human TV, the story's already there. The answers are already there. I don't have to make up the excuses or reasons for why a human would do a human thing because I'm not a human. So like I kind of dig him. Kind of dig him being so stupid. And I'm hoping he's either just stupid in general or something, and it's not an also inconsistent thing. Everyone is smarter than Nayuta. You instinctively took a step back, a thought flashing through your mind. Are they really Yaoguais? A female employee stopped next to you, politely smiling as she asked, Miss, I've never seen you before. Are you a new Yaoguai? Yeah. You quickly replied. That's not quick at all. Your tone a little nervous. If you need any help, feel free to come to us anytime. The female employee gave you a warm smile before turning to leave. So, like, it's an amusement park built for Yaoguai, I guess? You watched her walk away, and the memory of your encounter with Ghostbird and Wild Boar flashed through your mind. His precious fairy tree. If you hadn't nearly become food for the Yaoguais, you wouldn't have believed that she was one too. Though you were still scared, her friendly smile made you feel a bit more at ease. Why are we scared and also not scared? See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, clearly this building has way more than just that one office. And if she's scared to be walking around outside, she could have walked around the building, which probably would have still been boring, but, like, I just feel like I'm being misled here on both how aware the MC is of the situation she is and how unaware she is of the situation she's in. That's just my feelings on it. Hopefully that'll clear up. Let's go! Don't be afraid, not all Yaoguais eat people, you told yourself and took a deep breath. You stepped forward, heading toward the amusement area of the Land of Delight. As you continued walking, you suddenly noticed something sparkling on the ground. Huh? You approached to take a closer look and realized it was a coin, but not an ordinary one. In the center, there was a dragon. Oh, are we gonna date a dragon? I don't subscribe to the belief that dragons have double dicks, just so you know. In the center, there was a dragon pattern, and around the edges, there were some faintly engraved characteristics. Wang? Yon? Zhao? What do these characters carved on the top mean? You said his name. Now he's gonna be summoned like Beetlejuice. What? 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 What does an L take? What? V? What? You guys just want the double dicks. If you want a double dick, go date some sea monsters, okay? Like, sure, fish have double dicks, I guess. I don't know either where that belief came from, but like... No, dragon is not an air sea monster. No, dragons are their own things, okay? Honestly, I'd never heard of the double dick thing until... Well, I mean, I guess that's not really fair because I wasn't really into a lot of this stuff until a few years ago, but then it, like, exploded everywhere, and then everybody was like, dragons have 2 dicks, and I was like, I don't know why that was ever a thing, but okay. And while I can accept it, I mean, like, I understand people believe that thing. I just don't. I just don't feel like dragons have 2 dicks. Especially when they put the dicks, like, on top of each other? No, next to each other. Yes, next to each other. Because, like, that doesn't even, like, what do you do with that? What do you... The only way... Is that what it is, V? If it's not human, at some point, somewhere, there will be 2 dicks? This must be an ancient coin. It might be valuable. I should take it to the lost and found. Just as you were about to reach out and pick up the coin, a little girl came running over to stop you. Okay. You can't pick that up! You immediately halted your movement and turned to look at the little girl in front of you. Why can't I pick it up? I just want to take it to the lost and found. Okay. Yeah, okay. You know what? That's fine. The simps crave more dicks for science, and that's fine. I don't know. I think how highly associated it has become with dragons, at least in the recent years to me, because that's when I became aware of it. Dragons purr? No. You know, big cats actually can't purr. A lot of people write that they can, but they can't. And by big cats, I mean like lions and tigers and things like that. They can't purr. Another young man suddenly jumped out from the corner and shouted at the little girl. Chair, girl! Why did you ruin my prank? I was about to succeed. Oh no, is this one of the guys we date? Prank? Bamboo ghost? You know how terrifying the curse of flying dragon silver can be? Uh-oh. In my heart, they can. And cheetahs can, but they aren't big cats. You are correct. Yes. This kind of prank is way too much. Flying dragon silver? A curse? That's right. If you had just picked me up earlier, you would have been cursed and faced misfortune. You turned your head in the direction of the voice. It's cute, guys. It's so fucking cute. Look at him. He looks so happy. You saw that the coin, which had been lying on the ground, had transformed and was now hovering in midair. You're a Yaoguai? There we go. Yaoguai? Aren't you a Yaoguai too? Why are you so surprised? I know, I want to pet it too. Well... Flying dragon silver, quickly fly into her hand. Okay. What? Is this considered as well? Is this considered picking it up, I guess? You need to run! First day! And, we're running from curses, apparently. Just as Flying Dragon Silver was about to fly into your hand, a cold voice suddenly came from behind you. Bullying a woman like this, what kind of man are you? Flying Dragon Silver quickly flew away, and Bamboo Ghost also appeared, intimidated. Oh. Big Sis is here! We better run! I thought it was a dude. I thought we were gonna meet another dude. Do we get to date a girl? Don't leave me behind! You can fly, I can't! Bamboo Ghost and Flying Dragon Silver fled in a hurry. A woman in red approached you, emitting a menacing aura, warning them. From now on, if you want to target women, you have to get my approval first. Ooh, I like her. You saw that they had disappeared without a trace, and you breathed a sigh of relief. Yeah, Chi-Chi. Thank you. My name is Yue. I'm a female ghost who died wrongfully. I am also a female ghost. Everyone calls me Big Sis. I've experienced all the tragedies that happen to women. Holy shit. Wow. That's, wow. I'm Chair Girl. We figured that out, honey. The name Chair Girl sounds somewhat familiar. What? Okay. What injustice did you suffer in your past life? Oh, sorry, that was Chair Girl. What injustice did you suffer in your past life? Well, I was a corporate slave. Not only did I face workplace bullying, but the boss also falsely accused me. And I ended up dying from overwork. What's a corporate slave? Honey, take a look at my chat. What does workplace bullying mean? Is dying from overwork very painful? So, not all Yaoguais are familiar with modern life as by... well... I don't think dying from overwork is a sudden thing, so I'm not gonna say that. And corporate slave is a self-depreciating term, but I'm not gonna say that either. I'm just gonna say I was bullied at work, which works out way better than saying workplace bullying. Okay. It's called workplace bullying. People who mistreat others are really going too far. Yue, from now on, I've got your back. You don't have to be afraid of anything. That's right, you have us now. You don't have to fight alone. Aww, look at the camaraderie here. Big Sis, Chair Girl, thank you. Big Sis and Chair Girl are kind-hearted and friendly, Yaoguai. Maybe ghost birds and wild boar are just exceptions. I wonder if we can. Hey, anybody know what... Okay, so she's on the cover, so she's important, but same with Bamboo Ghost is on the cover, and Chair Girl, and I know we're definitely not dating Chair Girl, so... However, if they find out I'm human, I don't know what might happen. Better be cautious and not reveal my identity. Dun dun dun. Suddenly, a man's voice from a distance interrupted your thoughts. I see you have nothing to do. Don't you have work? Big Sis and Chair Girl both jumped at the sound of the man's voice. Why is it him again? So annoying. Let's run! Yue, you should come with us! After they finished speaking, they both ran away at a speed beyond human capabilities. How could I possibly keep up with this speed? Because you're supposed to be a ghost. Oh. Well, I was expecting more. Like... Buddy, you ain't got no drip. None at all. None. The man who was speaking walked up to you. He was dressed in a high-end suit and regarded you with a disdainful expression. Don't you recognize me? Why don't you greet me? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to, like, punch you or something. I don't recognize you. Should I greet you? Behind the man, there was a person who was clearly a bodyguard, and he immediately stepped forward to scold you. Oh, God. This is fine. The person standing in front of you is... Oh, no. That's who this guy is? Bai doesn't like him either. Is Mr. Chen Sheng Hong, the CEO of Shanghai Construction. Shanghai Construction. This is the big CEO guy who decided he wouldn't take no for an answer. You should address him as Mr. Chen. By the way, this is our red herring. And if it's not our red herring, I am super disappointed. Sorry, isn't Chen Sheng Hong the person Bai was just about to meet? Hello, Mr. Chen. The entrance to the amusement park is over there. Have a nice day. Oh, she's so good. You? It's alright. After all, it won't be long before I become her boss. Let's see. Ha 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 ha. That's okay, okay. Chen Cheng Hong burst into laughter, turned and left with his bodyguard quickly following him. You watch Chen... I'm sorry, I can't do the full names every single time. You watch Chen's back and couldn't help but murmur. You guys hear how slow I get trying to pronounce them. Like, it's very difficult for me. Did I disconnect? Okay. I just got a weird message that said, welcome to the chat room. Like, was I not here the whole time? Weird. Yeah, that's what I thought, but then why would it tell me, welcome to the chat room? Like, I guess I wasn't here? Some humans can be even more inexplicable than Yaoguais. Wait, you don't think he's a Yaoguai? Okay, maybe. I'm actually gonna call it here, guys. I've only got this scheduled for about 2 hours, so we're gonna shut it down. Okay, how do I save? This is the save button. We got all these empty slots here. Yeah, see, it has voice volume, but we've had no voices at all. So why would they have a slider if there's no voice? Yeah, exactly, Scum. That's why we fill up all the empty slots. the uh so yeah, we're gonna get to date this guy, obviously, because he's a big part of the game right now. But that's pretty much it. And now I can't go backwards. Okay, okay, there we go. Uh, so yeah, I'm gonna hop on over to the bedroom. You know, my living area, not the bedroom. And we're gonna wrap this up. Hey guys, how's it going? Um, thanks for joining me today for falling for Yaoguais. Uh, I hope I didn't butcher most of the names and words too badly. Um, I'm gonna keep playing it, at least for a little bit. I'm kind of curious to see where this goes. After the first route, though, if it's too predictable, I think I'm gonna just be like, nah, not for me. But but we are gonna play it again. In fact, we're gonna play it tomorrow. If you take a look at my schedule, I will be doing another Japanese learning language thing in the uh, AM for East Coast or nighttime here for Japan time. Remember that the Twitch schedules are all in your time zone, so you don't have to do any fiddly math or anything else. I already took care of that. I mean, well, Twitch did for you guys, but when I was deciding when my streaming schedule was, I took care of it. So, then after that, I will be playing Yaoguais again. Uh, Sorry, Stream Elements was saying something. Obviously, look, like right there. It's right there. Thank you everybody for coming out. I had a great time. I had a lot of fun. Chat was great, and the mustache fiasco is going to live rent free in my head for a little while because I literally cried today. So, yeah, that's it, guys. That's it. I'm glad to see everybody, and I'm glad to be back. And hopefully, this will work out pretty well. I think it will. So later.